Hello there, my name's Turin, and I'm here today to tell you that most Stardew Valley players won't actually like Haunted Chocolatier. Now I realise that's quite a clickbaity title, but don't worry, I do mean what I'm saying. Chocolate! It's not a trick, but I'm also not saying Haunted Chocolatier will be a bad game either. In fact, Concerned Dave actually agrees with my statement, and I'm here to explain why. Haunted Chocolatier's core gameplay is going to be very different from Stardew Valley's. It's going to be heavily geared towards combat, and it's not going to be about farming at all. Now, if you're in the know about Stardew, there's one thing in particular that's well known about its players. They tend to be from very casual gaming backgrounds. I mean, look at these cozy gaming setups. People who love Stardew Valley often have setups like this, and this is because they play Stardew Valley to relax. They're not looking for a stressful gaming experience, and they don't tend to enjoy the combat in Stardew Valley much at all. A lot of players simply wave their purple swords at things hoping for the best. They don't get into the deeper aspects of the game's combat system. Even if you're good at Stardew Valley combat, you most likely enjoy spending all of your time designing your farm and stalking whatever love interest you're currently obsessed with. Combat isn't your number one pastime. So as a result, Haunted Chocolatier is going to feel very different from Stardew for you, and this could potentially be quite off-putting. Eric actually knows this already though. It makes a lot of sense for him to make his next game very different from Stardew, rather than simply slap a 2 next to the Stardew Valley logo and call it a day. Making another farming game could overshadow the former game and detract from Stardew's timeless appeal. Why do that when you can explore a different game style? One that allows players who adore Stardew Valley to go back to it anytime they want. In short, if Haunted Chocolatier isn't for you, it doesn't matter because you'll always have Stardew to play anyway. Eric is designing a game that will complement his first game, so you'll have the option of playing both while never feeling like one surpasses the other's relevance. It's quite clever if you think about it. Do not despair though, for I have solutions. This isn't just a grim negative prophecy. First up, you might want to check out a game that works in the same way Haunted Chocolatier will. It's called Moonlighter. I noticed this as soon as I saw the Haunted Chocolatier trailer, because I myself actually wanted to have a game like Haunted Chocolatier, one that centered around running a shop. And I recognized what the gameplay was going to be immediately because I'd played Moonlighter. This isn't necessarily a new form of game. Moonlighter's entire gameplay is centered around venturing into different dungeons, which are essentially different biomes. It's going to be different biomes in Haunted Chocolatier, by the way. And in these biomes, or dungeons, you loot monsters and items so you can sell them in your store. In fact, I'm very confident that Haunted Chocolatier will be a lot like Moonlighter. I mean, check this out. You've got decorating, you can upgrade your store, you can have someone else run the store for you. It's all there. Choco is definitely going to have multiple biomes with bosses to defeat. We've already seen the B-boss and heard the epic boss music on that live stream that Eric attended. Moonlighter follows the same formula, having big bosses at the end of every dungeon. These games are going to be very similar when Choco is finally out. So my advice is give Moonlighter a go. It's a really fun game that will teach you a lot about the kind of game Haunted Chocolatier is going to be. Get ready now. So my second solution is to take the time now while you still can to get better acquainted with Stardew Valley combat. Get used to using the slingshot and learn how useful it is. Speedrunners use it. Once you get used to it, you realize how much better it is than using other explosives. Plus, there's going to be like a bow and projectile weaponry in Haunted Chocolatier, so it'll help you if you get some practice with that now. You can watch guides about how you can get better at Stardew combat. And if you really want to get good, you could take on some of the wild combat zones in the Stardew Valley Expanded mod. SVE has 2 very difficult combat zones to offer: the Crimson Badlands and the Highlands. These highly difficult combat areas will really put your skills to the test, and the Highland Zone is even inspired by the Firewatch Tower area from the Haunted Chocolatier trailer. You can just go up to the top of the Highlands and it's basically the same thing. It's meant to be like the trailer. Another mod you could try is the Stardew Valley roguelike mod. I tried this one out live. It's really difficult. That can really train you up. Of course, Choco's combat system is going to be far more sophisticated than Stardew's. Check out this little bit of gameplay here. It's not, obviously it's a whip, but you can see there's a lot more fluid motion in the combat here. But getting good at Stardew combat will put you in a far better position regardless. Just do it. Don't settle for being a purple sword waggler. Anyway, hopefully I'll be wrong and players will be driven to get used to the playstyle and love Haunted Chocolatier anyway. Hopefully all of the magic that Stardew had with its social interactions and memorable characters, funny moments, and cottagecore cuteness will encourage you to look past the fact that the game's going to be really combat heavy.
chocolate?
All of the magic that comes along with Eric's style is sure to be in the formula, and if we're lucky, that'll carry everyone through. Anyway, let me know what you think of my prophecy in the comments below. Am I way off the mark?
Did you say chocolate?
Will a combat-focused game vibe with you, or will you be put off by that? Are you worried about it? Do you think Concerned Ape style will be enough to make a difference? Thanks for watching this video again, folks. I do a lot of live streaming on the channel, and thanks to the way that YouTube is set up, it's kind of difficult to get people's attention when I'm going live. But what can help is if you just click to have all notifications enabled for this channel. And that way you can come and hang out with me on live streams and just make them better.
Remember to subscribe and like this video.